Welcome to Barefoot Behavior, your one-stop shop for everything hiking, backpacking, and outdoor adventures. Here are 5 things that you need to pack on your next day hike. Now, it's a pretty bold statement that these are the 5 things. These aren't maybe the 5 only things, but these are 5 things that you're going to want to pack or bring or wear or think about on your next day hike to help keep you safe and maximize your time out there. So jumping right in, sun protection. This one may sound silly, but definitely need to find something with a high SPF to cover your face. If you have any exposed skin, you're going to want to make sure that you're wearing SPF on your exposed skin as well. If you want, you can check out a SPF or UPF shirt. This is the ultraviolet protection factor. Anything 50 plus is going to be great. I have a Patagonia sun protection shirt. It is extremely light. I would wear it on a 90-degree day and still not feel like I'm overheating. So these shirts I wear when I'm boating, when I'm on a jet ski, when I'm hiking. I wear these shirts anytime I'm doing outdoor activities, to be honest with you. And that way I don't have to put on a bunch of sunscreen on my arms and my upper body and things like that. And so I would highly recommend just adding a UPF long sleeve sun shirt to your packing list and just have it in your closet. If you can find one with a hood, that's even better. If you're ever on a long day hike and you just need some reprieve from the sun, you can just pop up your hood and get a little break from the sun. We like to use Skinnies. Skinnies was originally made in New Zealand, and the Conquer formula was developed for the New Zealand surf team. And so I think, the sun can be pretty gnarly in New Zealand, and if it's good enough for them, definitely good enough for me. Check it out. It is like the coolest type of sunscreen that I've ever used. There's like a pea-size amount that you use that will cover your face and neck, and it's such a small amount that you use. The bottle seems to last forever. You don't feel like you're covered in sunscreen when you put it on. It really, they're not paying me to say this, but it really is the best sunscreen I've ever used. And every time I put it on, I don't get sunburn. So, which is pretty amazing. I used to get sunburn all the time. The sun's no joke. Protect yourself, especially if you're going to be outside on a regular basis. Sunglasses, hat with a brim. These are some other things that, can make your day hike a little bit more comfortable as you're getting out there. Number 2, the appropriate footwear. I recently just got back from a hike in Whistler, and I kid you not, I saw people hiking in flip-flops, no socks, flip-flops on some pretty rocky and uneven terrain. This is just a recipe for a disaster. If you're gonna not wear the appropriate footwear, you're just asking for an injury. We want to make sure that when we're hiking out there, we're staying safe. And so, you want to check out and make sure that you get some appropriate footwear. At a minimum, wear some gym shoes that are closed-toed. A better alternative option would be to get some hiking boots or hiking shoes, depending on the type of day hike or conditions that you're going to be experiencing. They do have hiking sandals. I know that you can find those. You may want to check out as well. If you did want to go, if you are doing some summer hiking in a hotter place, and you wanted to have open toe, a little bit more breathable, there are some cases where hiking sandals can do the job. You just want to be a little bit careful with those. In any case, I personally prefer some high top hiking boots. This provides me with a little bit more ankle support and has never done me wrong. They last for a very long time too. I've had my hiking boots for a few years. The ones that I've been really liking lately are made by Danner. Danner has come out with just some really stellar products. And the quality, the build quality, seems to be holding up the test of time for me. Over the past couple of years, I have had just really good luck with them. So I'll continue to buy Danner products. I love them, and the boots are comfortable, and I really trust when I'm going out on a hike or a long, multi-day backpacking trip that they're not going to fail me. I've tried boots ranging from Vask to Keenan to Danner to you name it. And I have just really started to love the Danner boots. Again, this isn't a sponsored video. I've just really enjoyed those boots. So, all right, number 3. I figured this would go without say, but I see a lot of hikers out there who don't bring water. If you're going to go on a hike, bring some water. You don't want to be the hikers that, are asking other people for water. You want to be the hiker that has water for other people in case they need it. So make sure that you get out there, pack water. I recently did about a 4-mile hike and brought 1,000 milliliters, and that was plenty. Every time you take a break, you can determine how much you're drinking and make sure that every time you stop, you get some hydration. So that's really important to make sure that you always have water. If you're going to be hiking in a little bit more remote area, you may want to consider bringing a water filter. If you think you're going to have access to a water source, those always work pretty well. Definitely pack water, even if you're just bringing a water bottle. If you really want to level up, you could even add an electrolyte packet to your water. So that could be like a Liquid IV or Noom are some brands that make electrolyte mix for your water. If it's a particularly hot day and you think you're going to be sweating, it can be important to replenish your electrolytes and make sure that you stay appropriately hydrated. Now for the best part, snacks. You don't want to go on a hike without snacks. Important to get some calories and keep your energy levels up. We like to hike with Pro Bars. They're lightweight, calorie dense, and they come in a multitude of flavors that we like. But you could pick whatever you want. You could hike with a granola bar, trail mix, cold pizza. Cold pizza can travel well. A sandwich if you think it's going to be made with some ingredients that aren't going to go bad. But there are a lot of options. Just make sure you bring some snacks while you're out there. Again, even if you're not a snacky type of person, it's important just to make sure that you have something in case you need it. The last item that I would recommend bringing on any day hike, even if it's in broad daylight, is a headlamp. We like to think of this as safety. You bring a headlamp so that you don't need it. It's kind of like your good luck charm. Bring your headlamp, that way you're not going to need it. In the event that you do need your headlamp because you get lost or your hike goes longer than you expected, you're going to really be happy that you have it. We did a hike in British Columbia, and on the way down, it took a little bit longer than we had anticipated, and we ended up hiking the last hour in the dark. And if you've ever hiked remotely in the dark, it gets very, very, very dark very quickly. We were holding up cell phone flashlights to try to find the trail marker. Less than ideal. That experience taught me that I will never leave the house on a day hike without my headlamp or some type of flashlight. Just throw it in my day pack and make sure I have it. It's my good luck charm. That way when I bring it, I know I won't need it. As a bonus item, one thing that we love to bring on all of our hikes is our smartwatches. There is a hiking feature or functionality that allows you to track mileage, it allows you to track altitude, and it allows you to track your time, and it also gives you some trail maps. And so this is really a cool feature for us. We know at any given time on the trail where we're at. It makes timing your breaks a lot nicer. You could say, hey, we're going to take a break every 2 miles, or we're going to take a break every 20 minutes, depending on the conditions. And then when you're done, you get a really nice map and readout of kind of the hike you did and some of your statistics, calories burned, pace, things like that. It can be really kind of cool to watch. Not a requirement. I know smartwatches can be a little bit pricey at times, and so there are other options for you. Bring a trail map instead if you're not going to have a map on your watch. But that's something that if you're getting into day hiking and you're really enjoying it, I think it's one thing that could just enhance your overall experience. Okay, so that was a overview of the 5 items that you need to pack on your next day hike, including one bonus item. Get out there and have fun. These items should take up, minimal space, be less than 10 pounds in your day pack, and will really help you out on your next day hike. If there are other items that you're packing in your day pack on a regular basis, leave us a note in the comments. We would love to hear from you. We're always looking to make sure that we are the most prepared and have some of the best items when we're hiking. So let us know what you pack when you go on a day hike. Let us know if these are the items that you tend to bring, or if you bring other items. We'd love to hear it as well. The most important thing while you're out there is you have fun, you stay safe, and you leave it better than you found it.